friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm good. The blooper reel on this is going to be fantastic. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am Lydia, the Halfling Seamstress. If you're watching this video the first weekend it comes out, it is my channel's birthday. I've officially been making YouTube videos for 1 year now, and I thought that instead of another sewing project, it would be fun to share 6 things that I've learned in my first year making YouTube videos. Now I know I only have just over 700 subscribers, but I do have over 700 subscribers, which honestly feels pretty cool. And while you often hear from big full-time channels about what they did in their first year on YouTube, you don't often hear from smaller channels who are looking to have fun, but not necessarily turn this into a full-time job. So whether you're just here because you like my content, or you're interested in a small channel's perspective on starting a YouTube channel, I hope my journey is helpful and encouraging. And honestly, a lot of these lessons can be applied to other hobbies and jobs as well, not just YouTube. So grab a cuppa and a piece of cake if that's your jam, sit back and enjoy. And if you stick around to the very end, there's a fun treat for all y'all who love them blooper reels. Number 1, take time for yourself. You're allowed to relax. Pushing yourself too hard, especially when it's only a hobby, is going to lead to burnout and you're going to be miserable. Setting an upload schedule is a great way of staying accountable and building a regular following, but mental health is more important than an upload schedule. There were definitely times over the past year when I was super duper stressed about an arbitrary deadline, and when I gave myself permission to push the date back, my stress went down exponentially. So, be nice to yourself. Number 2. Back up your stuff. I've been part of writing communities for much longer than the costume community, specifically the communities around National Novel Writing Month, or NaNoWriMo. As a 3-time municipal liaison and a 9-time participant/winner, I've become very familiar with the mantra that starts making the rounds right around November 15th. Back up your project. It kind of gets ingrained into your subconscious, although whether that translates into an actual habit is another story entirely. I know firsthand how it feels to have your computer crash and lose the first drafts of 2.5 novels, but I will admit at one point I was starting to get a little lazy about it with my video footage. Then one night I had a horrible nightmare that my iPhone was stolen, and I wasn't upset about the cost of replacing it. It was the realization that it had key footage from 2 videos that I was working on. And if I didn't get it back, then that footage was gone and I'd have to find a way to reshoot it, and that would mean taking apart a nearly finished skirt, and I'd already spent 2 hours filming that other intro. You can bet as soon as I woke up, I moved that footage over to my computer. And that is a habit I've been trying to build, moving my footage from my phone to my computer the same day or following day as I shoot. And if you're wanting to keep your footage for any length of time, also back it up to a secondary source. Don't just keep it on your computer. I use a 2 terabyte external hard drive, and this baby is about the size of an iPhone and has everything from my computer. Documents, pictures, music, and 19 YouTube videos, and it still hasn't cracked the halfway point of storage yet. It's so much easier than my old method of putting everything on multiple USBs and trying to remember which one was which. Nowadays, I usually keep the last 2 videos I released on my laptop, and everything else goes on the external hard drive. So, for peace of mind, back up your stuff. Number 3. You don't need to buy all the fancy equipment to get started, but do recognize when it's time to upgrade. I film all my videos on an iPhone 7 with a tripod/selfie stick. My lav mic was $20 off Amazon. I started with 95% natural lighting from my bedroom window. What I upgrade when is determined by how much it's affecting my current and future video quality. My first real upgrade was actually music. YouTube has a library of royalty-free music that content creators can use for their videos, but after a point it can only go so far. I was really struggling to find some good music to fit my Killian pirate shirt video, and I was getting really fed up, and decided to switch to Epidemic Sound. It is a monthly subscription, but I fell in love with the program within about 10 minutes of using it, and I haven't turned back. My next upgrade was lighting. In September, when I realized that as the days were growing shorter, so too was my good sewing light, and as such, my filming time. So I bit the bullet and bought a pair of photography softbox lights. It was a total game changer and more than doubled my available filming time. There are some shots in recent videos that you would have no idea were filmed at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. It's basically artificial sunlight. Both of these turned out to be well worth the money, but they were both things I wasn't prepared to spend the money on until I knew that I actually enjoyed making videos. Now that I do know, I have a couple things in mind for down the road, but until it's really apparent that I need to make another upgrade, I am quite content with what I have. Oh yeah, and for funsies, my parents got me a new mic for my birthday a few weeks ago, which I am really eager to start using. And my favorite, not strictly bought for the channel but will make things nicer, I bought a new rug. No more hand sewing shots with either plain brown carpet or green sewing mat. This is hardcore my aesthetic and I love it. First 2 days after I got it, I became that meme from Tangled whenever I walked into the room. Number 4. Every video is an opportunity to learn something new. I have an unofficial goal to try or learn at least one new thing with every video I make. Whether it's trying a new pattern or sewing technique, using a new machine, figuring out how to overlay video clips, trying vlogging in the wild, or mastering J-cuts and color correction. It's such a good feeling when you figure out how to do something you didn't know before and it ends up making things so much better. Now, sometimes the lesson is, okay, don't do that because it screws up the last hour of work. But that's okay, because then you know what not to do as well. Number 5. Take time to celebrate milestones, no matter how small. When you're first starting out, it might not always feel like there's something to celebrate, but I feel better about the progress I'm making by celebrating. I treat myself whenever I hit a milestone, like 100, 250, 500 subscribers, whether it's just going out for Starbucks or splurging on a cute pair of earrings off Etsy. It doesn't have to be extravagant, but when you hit that next subscriber goal or a video hits a new view count high, don't just nod and go on with your day. Do something that makes the effort you put into that accomplishment feel like a special occasion. Number 6. No video is ever going to be perfect. Whether it's an issue with sewing the actual project, environmental problems when filming the reveal, audio issues, or just forgetting and flubbing scripts when filming talking head sections. Like this. It's never going to be perfect. You could get mad or frustrated, or you could smile, move on, and save those files for the blooper reel. Speaking of which, so here we are. The weather is finally turning warmer. It's turning warmer. Granted, it's going to be a lot of quilted keychain fobs and coffee sleeve cups. Coffee sleeve cups, I was so close. So I had good intentions in putting out one where I actually remember what I'm saying. 2 projects in one, little bit of swooshy bird. Totally different. Really, bird? And making myself super duper stressed. Yes, super stressed. I'm going to channel my inner Rachel lawnmower. Handkerchiefs have been used as tokens of affection, makeshift bandages. I can't read this, and the mower is being stupid. The city mower has literally been mowing the lawn outside for the last half hour. Note to self, the lav mic only works if you're actually wearing it, by the way. In an effort to try and remember what I'm supposed to say. Them out of pretty much any material. Why can't I say material? I can say super slippery satin, but I can't say material. What? I don't know what I'm doing. I bought a shiny thing. Wanna see inside? That cake sucks.
True, however, those most likely to get their heads sawed off are probably in league with those inclined to do the sawing, who are, ipso facto, criminals.
You found me, Detective Murdoch, but who am I?
I bought a new rug. No more hand sewing shots with plain brown. I did it again. Brown carpet. And ooh. So grab a cuppa and a piece of cake. So grab a cuppa and a piece of cake. So grab a cuppa and a piece of cake. Why can't I say if that's your jam? I've made a few different skirts now, and this is not set up right. I'll probably make a petticoat sometime in the near future. This was a project that seemed really daunting at first. What? No. Is this mark? I'm not good at smirking. Of course, the original pomanders were a mixture of ambergris, musk, rosewater, and a variety of spices. Aha! Why can't I get through this? Or the fabric store I bought my wool from gave me more than 3 yards. Either way, I had enough left over to But as someone who spent 10 years, what is a year? I don't know if you can hear the sound of the snow outside as well as I can, but there's a clipper storm coming through and I have to time my filming with the wind gusts. So there you go. For sentiment's sake, the other day I went back and re-watched my very first video and then watched my most recent video, and I was blown away at how much I have improved in my filming, lighting, editing, and confidence on camera in just 1 year. I can't wait to look back again this time next year and see how much further I've come. So if you want to join me on my journey of geekery meets history sewing adventures, please hit the subscribe button and stick around. And I will see you all in a few weeks with another video. Please hit the subscribe.